Yeah, social influence can be our parents, can be a mentor, can be a friend. The internet influence, then could be also internal influence. What we think in our mind can be, I'm be thinking I'm the guy, or I'm be thinking I'm not the guy. Anything I'm thinking about or whatever I bump into, gonna inspire me or gonna influence me to be who I need to be.
I think influence is a big thing. I think we're all influenced by some kind of. Uh, we're all influenced by someone's, some situation, faith or religion or family or whatever it is, community. We all influence in some sort of way. So I think it's good to filter and how can I say, eat the meat and spit out the bones. So what resides at the end of it would be the bones, and you don't need that. You just throw it away to the side. But you eat the meat. What's wholesome? What is valuable? What's giving you life? What's giving you more money, more accuracy in life, more precision. I think avoiding most things like, for example, jargon, unnecessary social media is very important, because that's a waste of time, bad for your mental health, bad for your spiritual health as well, maybe even physical health. There's a lot of things about image nowadays with the youth, image situations. Youth are always on Facebook, on Instagram, social media.
What's the live story about?
Social media and stuff like that. So, and then there's also, like things that can corrupt us. Like for example, they've said pornography is a drug, right?
It is.
It's a drug. It's free though. Anyone can look it up. If they have no parents, they can look up porn sites and whatever. And that releases dopamine chemicals. They say it releases. Pornography is like worse than cocaine and heroin together.
Yes.
Pornography. Because why? It desensitizes humankind's ability to show love and affection. It increases stereotypes and negative images. Increases bad situations in life. Maybe you want to approach a person, but you think, I don't look the part. I don't look like a porn star, whatever, right? For some girls, they might be like that. Some guys might be like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stay away from the porn, the bad music. Because what we see in here enters our soul. Our eyes and our ears are the gateway to our soul. So you have to be very careful. Filter what we see and listen. Because me, I like to listen to podcasts. I listen to spiritual books like the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Kabr and Nagas, the Ethiopian books, Book of Enoch, ancient Egyptian emerald tablets.
We agree that anybody, anything can influence us. Do we need a role model, bro? That's the question.
Absolutely. I think we all do really need a role model. No matter what age you're in, a mentor, a role model is very important. From a young age to a grown adult age to your late hundreds or 80s, 90s, whatever. If you live that long, hopefully we all live that long,
Yeah.
But I'd say we all need a role model. I think my favorite role model would be the prophets, from Adam to Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, Noah, Abraham. These are the most best role models we can take. You can take it with a grain of salt. Everyone's different, but these are my role models. We try our best to emulate the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as Muslims. He was the best role model to mankind. He was a just man. Michael J. Hart, you look up the book. Michael J. Hart wrote a book about the most influential men in the world.
Yeah.
He put number one. He was a Christian himself. He wanted to put Jesus as number one, but then he put Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as number one. Michael J. Hart.
Yep.
So Michael J. Hart put Prophet Muhammad, even though he was a Christian. So he's got a book, Michael J. Hart, the most influential men in the world, and number one was Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah. Is it a great investment to invest in your mentorship, to be educated and to grow, to become who you're supposed to become in life?
I don't think you need money to be educated or to be mentored. I think if you have money and you have the means to, and and it's there, education is free. Knowledge is power. So people selling these things like me, I don't really believe in going to university and studying all these academical stuff, because experience is different to academics. When you go into the field, I used to do retail customer service here, and I just went in. I put my leg into the customer service, right? I've been working at Foot Locker in Sydney. I worked in different retail customer service shops and stuff like that. So I feel like you don't really need money. A mentor, if you really need a really good, wise mentor, you don't need to pay for it. I think the mentor is God, the creator. Ask the creator and you'll get it. Because why you want to spend so much money? Maybe mathematics here, okay, teach me how to do this, whatever. But it's all online, all free online. Whatever you need to learn, YouTube, just Google it. It's all online. You don't need to actually pay for a mentor. These things. I think this is a more modern thing. Because everyone wants to pimp out everyone. Everyone wants to exploit everyone. You don't really need a mentor. You just trust in God yourself, and that's it. Look, for example, I used to like learning history, African history, like Oriental sciences, about ancient history, some history that we cannot find. Whereas in the African community right now, not many people know about our history. Not many people know about Middle Eastern history, Oriental history. But why do we have to pay for that? You know what I mean? When it's there already, I feel like if it's such a small demand, if it's such a high demand, not many people are teaching or learning. I don't think you should be selling it at that time. I think you should be teaching because it should be free. If it's what you're really passionate about, you should be able to do it for free or a very small, affordable amount. I don't think you should be selling it for like $1,000 or $1 million, $100, $100,000 a year, because this is like very detrimental to society. Because what if someone really wants to learn that course, but they can't afford it?
Is it being that community of go-getters, entrepreneurial people with entrepreneurial mind? Could it bother you to pay money being that community where you can be held accountable by your peer?
You can be held accountable by your peers, the ones that are really close to you and that really are struggling and striving to do the same, trying to do the same things, like the same, you I guess have the same values, the same courses you want to study or whatever. But I feel like you don't need all this, because I've been there and done that. I've paid for this, I've paid for that. It didn't get me nowhere. I can't even get a job right now. I did my diploma in business, went to RMIT University, did my bachelor's of business. You know what I mean?
As we know, in this day and age, digital age, information is findable everywhere. Would you advise somebody, instead of paying for a course, to buy a book and go educate himself out of a book? Absolutely,
I would advise that. Yeah, you can learn anything, bro, just by going out there into the field and experiencing it. I mean, the school system is a joke, man. From kindergarten to year 12, all they teach us is how to work for the white man. They never teach us how to build our own empires. They'll never teach us how to start a business ourselves. They'll teach us mathematics, some language, teach us a couple things. But school is like a 12-step brainwash camp. School is like a 12-step brainwash camp where they teach us how not to be advanced in society. That's why they have a curriculum, just to keep you down, dumb down. But the things that they know is 10 times more.
Because Rockefeller and other influential people, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they can use their political power or intellectual power or manipulative power. It's about power.
But the power that the elites have, the kind of information that, or the way that they got there, that's a secret. That's esoteric stuff. I'm not gonna know that. But I can find a way to get there. I can pray, I can meditate, I can maybe meet someone from that family group, Rockefeller, Bilderberg, Rothschild, whatever, befriend them, and then maybe you succeed. I don't know. But I think really it comes from within. The power comes within, right? Doesn't matter how, and you don't have to be successful. But if you want to be that successful, I reckon just pray, bro. Prayer is the answer.
Which book would you suggest anyone on TikTok, on Instagram? Because I'm gonna post on Instagram on all my channels.
48 Laws of Power by Robert Bauval. 48 Laws of Power by Robert Bauval.
Yeah.
That's a book, but you can be good or bad. You can be good or bad about it, because that's power. Like, power is with great power comes what? Great responsibilities. You know what I mean? If you have a great power, you're very responsible, right?
Yeah.
The more money you have, the more problems. The more you be held. If you have a belief faith, you be held accountable even more, because every penny you sent could have been for someone's survival, for food, for medication, for this kind of stuff. But I think another book would be what's it called? The Hermetic Principles. Hermetic Principles.
I think I read it.
That's another book as well.
Very
Spiritual,
powerful.
by Jehuti or Thotmos. Hermetic Principles. The Quran is another book that's very nice. The Quran, that's a top book as well for me. The Bible. All these books are very nice.
Yeah. Do we need to believe in God to become successful in life, in business, and in everything we are touching?
Do we need to? I think. I don't think the answer is do we need to. I think the answer is there is a way there, and that's the Creator. Like, for example, when a baby is born, all their baby has is the mother and the father or the guardian. Yeah. That baby will not hesitate to cry out for that guardian, the mother or the father, right? To cry out, say, "Oh, mom, oh, dad, look, I need help. I need to go to the toilet. I need to go do this. I need some food." Right? We're like babies to the Creator. The Creator is our parent, So I think that's definitely, there's no need, if, buts, or maybes. That's guaranteed. The Creator must be in life. Whatever, however you want to, say that, what that Creator is, that Creator's life form, supreme being. But I think the Creator is definitely a must to look into spirituality, because our thoughts become our words become our actions become our destiny. So where does our thoughts come from? Our emotions and our beliefs. So all these things all relate. But besides that, another book about money, I think will be Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's a good book. I forgot what was the author's name. Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read a bit of that book.
Yeah, me too. I read it. Great book.
For wealth and success, Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's a very good one because it's a mindset.
You know the habits of highly effective people. The habits of highly effective.
The heartbeat of
highly effective.
highly effective.
Yeah, that's a great book too. By Stephen Covey.
Stephen
Covey.
Stephen Covey. Okay.
Yes. You know, step number 1, find our purpose. Number 2, to stay tunnel vision on our purpose.
Or to know our purpose.
Number 1, to know our purpose first.
What's that
After knowing my purpose, then I have to stay tunnel vision on my purpose.
Okay, so to know your purpose, there's different levels to that onion layer. What's our purpose in life, right? There's the outer layer, the onion. There's the inner layer. There's the deep internal layer. I mean, besides religion, you find out what religion you want to believe in, what you think. I think Islam is the way, the key, the answer. Our purpose in life, I think, is God says in the Quran, we did not create mankind and jinn, except that, or the sentient beings on this universe, except that we should revere and understand who the Creator is and worship the Creator, acknowledge the Creator. That's number 1. That's our internal for me, I think. But the other purpose, when you're a kid, what do you like? What do you like to read? What do you like to do? What kind of foods do you like to eat? What kind of friends do you like to play with? Like these kind of things you can find out by looking into your history of life. Taking a lot of photos, I think, is a good thing. You don't have to post it on Facebook, but you can learn about yourself and your character. You can ask your friends, what do you think I am? How do you think I stand in this situation? What can I do in my life? Am I good with my hands? Am I good with making things, drawing pictures? Am I good with writing? Am I articulate? Am I a dancer? Am I a performer? You find out what your purpose in life is. Second one, I think tunnel vision is, I say, have a structure, right? You have like a yearly structure, right? Maybe a monthly structure, a weekly structure, a daily structure. Plan, you get a book, daily goals, monthly goals, another book, quarter yearly goals, another book, half yearly goals, another book, 1 yearly goal, another book, 5 yearly goals, another book. And you just, every time you start doing your things, like your performances or whatever you, like say I want to be a rapper, you write down, okay, today I had success, today I had this, someone critiqued me, what can I do better, what can I do here, what can I do there? And then you can advance on that, So I think you gotta get a notepad and a pen, books and pens. Keep them in a drawer somewhere, nice and safe, and actually look at yourself. Because after 10,000 hours of working on your craft, 10,000 hours on beating on your craft, then you can finally say you're like a pro at that thing that you do, right? 10,000 hours in music, 10,000 hours in basketball, 10,000. So tunnel vision is very important. But I think the best people that have tunnel vision, ironically or interestingly enough, are autistic people. Autistic people have tunnel vision.
I know what you mean.
They're just tunnel vision. They want to do something, you cannot stop them. You can never stop them, right? Even I used to know some kids, family friends that had tunnel vision. The kid, if he wants to take something, he will not. The parents cannot refuse it, and they have to pay for the, whatever the cost, whatever it may be. So I think tunnel vision is very important. Working on your goals, but how do you have tunnel vision when there's so much distraction? There's so much, obstacles on top of obstacles, right? So tunnel vision is a very powerful thing to attain, because I could get swayed by my friends. One thing leads to another, alcohol, drugs. Then my whole life is gone. You know what I mean? I could, what's it called? I don't know, like lose the mission, lose the sense of where I'm heading just because of women, for example. Right, women can interfere, or partners or opposite gender. I think a lot of things can interfere. Money, lack of resources also can interfere. But tunnel vision is key. Tunnel vision is no matter what you're doing, never give up. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you get back up. You can fall down, but get back up. Fall down, but then get back up.
That's powerful. What's your name, bro?
Hussein.